Okay. Yes. Loading a synth into a kit. I don't know if that's possible. I've just been trying to explore how to record a sample of a synth and then put it in a kit and get different notes out of it. This is sort of an explore of the Deluge capabilities for a gentleman called Adam Ing, I think, on the System Deluge open group. And he's been asking about, is it possible to load a preset synth into a kit rather than just tweaking the synth from scratch? And this isn't doing that, but this is a way to try and explore how to, until we're able to do that, unless someone knows how to do it, I don't, how we're able to use a synth that we like in a kit line, but have different pitches in there, which I assume is a bit similar, but not the same. So it probably won't answer the question, but it might be an interesting explore into the capabilities of this amazing device. So that's just what I've been playing with, so I just thought I'd start with a new thing. So we've got, I don't know if you can hear that. Okay, so that's the standard synth voice. If we pop forward a bit to say that one, whatever. So that voice at the moment on a synth kit can play those things, and if I liked that voice, could I resample that voice, put it in a kit, and get the pitch to change? I know you can change the pitch of a sample in the kit, but can we get the pitch to change using the Deluge's various modulation, non-chromatically and randomized using an LFO, etc. So let's have a see. If I do that, what does that sound like? Okay, just increase the release. Right, so to resample, I think you just press record and play. And record and play again means, in theory, that should have resampled. So now I need to silence that and go into a new line on the song. Go to kit, but I'll do a new kit. So that's the one I've just recorded, because it brings up the one you've just recorded. Yeah. I'll just use, if I go to waveform, I'll just use the first one or the second one. Which one's better? That looks interesting. So I'll move that forward to there, and great. So we'll have that as our thing, and that takes up all this row in a bar. So let's see what it sounds like. Great, so we've got the sample into the kit. So what we'll do now is look at how to play that with different pitches, because you can do that. If I go to shift, you won't be able to see this because it's poor light in here. I'm struggling. Transpose there, so that's transpose. which is, yep, so we can transpose it. So let's drop it down 1 octave. There. Right, that sounds good at that. So we can apply the arpeggiator. So we've got that going on, or random. Yep. We can also, if I go back to transpose, so transpose is flashing, and I go over to, say, the LFO, to use the LFO as a modulator. Let's have a listen to that. So that wobbles about. So let's change the shape of the LFO waveform from triangle to sine to saw. There we go. And try square. So that's playing 2 notes at once, isn't it? So wavering between the 2. So let's alter LFO's rate. And play it. So I don't know if you can hear that, but as it plays over time and the square wave changes from high to low to high to low, because they're out of phase in terms of speed of the pattern playing, it changes the tone at a non-regular rate. Well, it is a regular rate, but it's not synced. That's the word I was looking for. It's not synchronized with the tempo. So I think there's interesting things we can do with this. If we go to, there we go. This will be the rate of the LFO change synced. Yeah. So depending on what you set it to, you can have it sort of synced, but you can have it also as the random. So that when it changes is random timed if it's not synced to the pattern, if that makes sense. Don't know if that makes sense. And that's sort of it really, because if you add that to any other parameters, it'll start changing stuff, won't it? So if we turn the arpeggiator on, so it starts to change with the arpeggiator change as well. Go up an octave and transpose down by an octave, and we'll get some lower notes. And then we alter the rate of the LFO. go. So there we go. So that's some ideas on how that might, at least until we know how to get a synth in there, alter the synth, and then obviously on that track in the kit you can then alter all the other settings parameters. So that may be, I don't know if that helps to pique your interest in this as a possibility for the kit. The other thing as well is you can also, like that's a sample oscillator 1, you can go to sample oscillator 2, and instead of having a sample, change it to another waveform. So as then you turn up that other waveform, so you get the interaction between the two waveforms going on there. And if we go to there and randomize, will that work? So then we've got maybe even put it onto sorry, put that to 0. Shut that up a second because it yeah, go to LFO 2. So and then alter the cutoff. Put that on LFO 2 as well. Put slow LFO 2 right down. And go to the waveform. Wrong one. And go to sine. And then begin speeding it up. Just turn that down a bit. And do that random. And obviously you can alter the pattern that's playing by altering the speed of the LFOs. You start getting some interesting interactions as you alter both the arpeggiator and the speed of the LFO. So then if we sync it, so that's now synced to 2 bars. And of course we can then change, rather than saw wave, where's wrong one? So that's reversed the sample now. Anyway, you may or may not get the idea that there's things you can do. That's just one row of a kit. So you know, you can like that. Go to the of course we haven't done anything at all with any other settings like reverb or bit crush it. Even saturation sometimes sound good. Alter the pitch here.
Living
1
living
1
Where are we? I'm just looking for a sample, that's all.
Is this working? 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 Is this Is this working?
I've no idea. Enjoy.